since Bill Clinton was in the power, since the regime's been in power, I want to expose Hillary's Clinton record. Okay, there's Waco, Texas. There's been Vince Foster. There's been drones that have crashed in a White House lawn. Okay, they got airplanes crashing in the White House lawn. You have had Columbine. You have had Fort Hood. You have Sandy Hook Elementary. You have had Ferguson. You have had also with Baltimore, Baltimore. There's Ferguson, Missouri, and then you also do have New York, Philadelphia, Chicago riots, and then you also do have Fort Hood, and then there's Benghazi, and well, what else am I missing there? Oh yeah, and the marathon terrorist attack that happened in a Boston Marathon too as well. That's a record for Hillary as well as the USS Cole. Do you see the resemblance here? Do you see what's happening to her record? Do you see her record? And where's the press on this one? How come they have not tied any of this at all?
They had enough money to shut them up. Don't you understand? It's like it's all about my money, Mark. It doesn't have it. We have to come to a realization that, you know what? It's infected. It's rotted us. And that's the truth. And we're talking about people that want money and people that are willing to pay any price to get what they want.
Shouldn't that be a talking points memo for Bill O'Reilly, though?
There is no price too high. And that's, he just competing with that and trying to expose that is the hardest thing in the world. And unless like-minded people stand up against it, one voice here and there can yell all they want. Look what they did to the author of Speaking Cash. Are you serious? Look what they did to Dinesh D'Souza. Are you serious?
Right.
Look what they did to Romney. Serious?
Well, Rick Murray was right, though. Mick Romney, he said we're going to be at $18 trillion in debt. And as yesterday, I was watching Neil Cavuto, we became $18 trillion in debt as yesterday. Yeah, it's correct. He predicted it, and that's what happened. And he was right with that issue. He was right on. At least he came forward in an honest debate. But then you got George Stephanopoulos, ridiculed Romney. It was all for Hillary and the Obama regime, but not for the American business guy. Oh no, not the American business guy. Oh no, and I find that kind of despicable and racist too, as well. Believe it or not, I believe Stephanopoulos, what he did to Mick Romney was playing a race card for politics. And that's called racism for me. I don't know what else you want to call it.
Let me say something. They really, but the American people didn't even recognize it, because if they did, they would have stood up and voted for him, but they didn't.
Right.
Because they believed it. They believed it as Harry Reid sat on the floor and tell them about women, and it's just why you were listening to these idiots. Remember, like I said, you're out.
Yeah.
Harry, he should really just go. He's like that creepy old uncle at a party that won't go home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
You know the creepy guy that lingers around a party after everybody's gone? That guy.
Mm-hmm.
Go home, Harry. You'll retire.
Yeah, go home, yeah.
They should all just take their bankrolls and they should shut their mouths and they should go just retire somewhere. That's what we should do.
Right, I agree.
Either that or what we should do is we should just try for, treason, trading,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
Trading.
You're out.
And just everything.
Get rid of them.
So until we, the people, stand and put our foot down and say we've had enough, it's just the money is just going to continually corrupt this country. Continually.
Yeah, I know. It's going
the more money, the more money, the more money, the more money. And because that's what everybody's running on. Nobody's in this what's in it for me anymore.
Right.
I mean, they're all in it for what's in it for me. It's no longer how can I serve. They don't want to serve their fellow man. They don't even want to serve in their families and stick around for their families. Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
So how do we expect, as a country? So we have to, individually, if we want it, we're going to have to take it back one way or another. Whether we, it's going to come down to that.
Mm-hmm.
Whether we do it now, remember what the Constitution says. It says we, the people, have the right to change, which means to voting, and our founding fathers knew that would become corrupt, or abolish.
Right.
Abolish. Why did they use such a word? We can change government amongst these people? Why? It's pretty incredible for them to know back then that his voting was corrupted and that didn't work, that we the people have the right to abolish our government and institute a new form of government.
That's right.
Why is that so? Why are we so afraid of that? As far as I'm concerned, shit, let's abolish it now and start all over again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm serious. It's like, really, I don't fear that.
Right.
But I mean, serious. If it's going to happen, I would rather it happen while I have the knowledge and some experience on what this country is built and stands upon. Long before I want to wait another 20 to 50 years so that our children are uneducated on the founding fathers and they're indoctrinated into every other religion of the world as we globalize and remove God from everything. I mean, it's a matter of time, so I'm going to stand up and stand for what I believe and in hopes that in my time frame I can at least know that I made a difference.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, you're speaking the truth is what we're doing here. That's all we're doing. Learning, informing, learning, and educating people here. That's what we're doing.
Right.
And now we're being thrown on the bus because we're saying too right now because you got social media controlling. Trying to control us and nippleizing us, and that's totally illegal. That should be a federal offense, is it not? Go ahead, Victoria.
Hey, you want to know something, Mark? Remember, none of this matters.
Yeah, no, but
even if there's a federal system, you got enough money, it rolls off your back like water off the duck.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, this is just a matter of
time.
We like you said, we have the questions. We don't need any more questions. We need to know it.
We need answers, right? We want answers.
What are we going to do about it?
Right, we want answers. We are asking the questions. All we want is answers of what making sense of all this is going on right now. That's what we need.
Well, the first thing we have to do is can somebody just stand up and acknowledge
right.
there is a problem, number one. Let somebody, Eberle's going to